Hello and welcome everyone. This is Type V3 with a Gunpla review of the 1 to 100 scale, no grade Grimgerde. Based on the Valkyries of Norse mythology, this is the iconic red suit from Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Inside this kit you'll find 10 components. 8 main plastic runners, a set of polycaps, and a small sheet of foil stickers. Like with all 1 to 100 scale IBO kits, you're tasked with building out the inner frame first, then stacking on the armor plates second. Complexity is very comparable to that of a standard high-grade Gunpla, only bigger. It's very beginner friendly. The only thing I'd say is to use caution when cutting out the red pieces, as it's easier to create awful num marks here. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot to this snap fit kit. Fully assembled, and honestly, the 1 to 100 Grimgerde looks just about perfect. This is one of those rare kits where a straight build results in an almost faultless representation of the source material. The proportions are correct, with the color choice and part separation on the kit also being wonderful. Add to that, the kit doesn't require a single sticker. You can use the one supplied for the head visor, but it isn't necessary. The 7-inch height also means that this version of the Grimgerde benefits from extra surface detailing, which helps to break up the solid red color scheme. I would be happy to display this as an out-of-box build. Of course, like most Gunpla, there are always touch-ups that can be made here and there. Panel lining will add the most dramatic visual change to the Grimgerde and help define more of the shapes and edges. There is a large seam that runs down each of the upper arms which you could cover up, though it does seem to be part of the design to begin with. Highlighting specific sections of the exposed inner frame or weathering the mobile suit are other options to consider. For articulation, the neck is on a hinge and a ball joint. The head can even open up to reveal the inner sensor. The waist can swivel, and there's also a torso joint. The shoulder pads are on independent hinges, with the entire shoulder assembly being on 2 separate forward swiveling joints. The arms are on universal joints. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and ball socket wrists. The front skirt is on a hinge, with the side skirts being on forwards and outwards hinges. Hips are on universal ball joints. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ankles are on ball sockets with an ankle rocker and pivoting toe. Articulation is pretty great throughout. The Grimgerde doesn't have the most amount of moving parts, but the slender body gives it extended range. The kit includes an extra pair of gripping hands, though you don't get an extra set of hand covers, so you'll need to use the ones that are on the Grimgerde already. For weapons, we start with the Walküre shield and Walküre blade. You get 2 of each. They look good utilizing proper part separation, though you may want to paint the blades gold. The Grimgerde can wield the blades fine, and you can peg the shield on the arm. Another option is to store the blades on the shields. From here, they can be deployed as a blade extension. It adds diversity and a nice visual change. Finally, the kit includes the Walküre rifle. It's fairly basic, and the kit can wield it without issue. Additionally, the gun can be slightly altered to store on the rear waistskirt of the mobile suit. When I built the 1 to 144th scale high-grade Grimgerde a few months back, I was highly impressed and hugely satisfied with it. That said, it had a couple problems, like needing some extra paint details, and some of the gimmicks weren't quite as refined. This 1 to 100 scale Grimgerde directly addresses both those issues, adds small improvements, and results in the closest thing to a perfect version of the mobile suit to date. What's more is that I'm astounded that all of this was achieved by an inexpensive, beginner-friendly, no-grade model kit. Now, I'm not saying that this is the equivalent of a perfect grade or even master grade, yet I'm convinced there's no need for anything greater. The 1 to 100 Grimgerde is a very rare type of Gunpla release in that it delivers on both presentation and functionality without being excessive. It's the type of kit anyone can pick up, build, paint, even customize, and still have a worthwhile Gunpla experience. But that's all from me. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you when Iron-Blooded Orphans returns with Season 2.